one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K Ward coming at ya.
Hey, I did have a few laughs. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show, Jazzie After Dark. I'm your host, Jazzie K Ward, and this is another special edition of Artist Talk. So glad you could join me. I hope you had a great weekend. So go ahead and start those watch parties. Of course, we're streaming tonight live pretty much everywhere on all like social media platforms. So we're on Facebook, KWARD Radio. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Periscope. We're on Twitter and all that jazz. But my special guest tonight is international recording artist, songwriter, lyricist, the ONNA. Hey, I'm just super excited. Not only is she my bestie, she's a phenomenal woman. So let me show you a snippet of what you're in store for tonight.
Toxic words filled her head, causing dread and panic. As she looked into the mirror to survey all of the damage, she could feel her heart beat rapidly through her chest. She second-guessed her worth. Since the day of her birth, she searched for validation from unqualified persons. So many versions of herself manifested as she strove to be recognized by those she held dear. But inside she was dying, and no one could hear her pleas as they fell on deaf ears, and she fell on her knees. Who was she? She was an anomaly, persistently chased by the emotionally thirsty, her story repeating itself, her love, tears, a cry for help. She was always a beacon for the weak and confused, a pawn in a game she was destined to lose. The same ones turned against her, aiming to tame the flame she carried inside. She fed love, while all along she was fed lies, forever attempting to fix broken souls, while she herself was riddled with holes. Her empathy left her empty. Her rationale failed her when she needed it most. She was ghosted, roasted, used, and abused. She failed all the tests while ignoring all the clues. Yes, everybody plays the fool sometimes, and she did so with childlike innocence instead of exacting due diligence. But never again would she be a sheep led to slaughter. She was a queen's daughter, not a pawn. She would emerge strong. What she outwardly sought was always within. Understand, no one could ever complete what was always whole. She wins, manifesting the greatest love she would ever know, and found it deep within her own soul. She had to hit rock bottom before she could fully grow. Beaten not into submission, but forced into remission from a place of loss. It was the ultimate cause to become the true boss of her own life. fate intervened at just the right time. No longer blind, but fully sighted, the lesson became a blessing, and her soul.
Hey, that was the one and the only, the ONNA B. She's a special guest tonight right here on Artist Talk. And I think she just rolled up in the green room all decked out and stuff. So, hey, everybody, let's give her a lot of love, a lot of hearts, and a grand round of applause for international recording artist and songwriter, the ONNA B, to Artist Talk.
Hold on, let me get my pocketbook to pay for all them compliments. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. The ONNA B, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Don't you look very, what kind of say, strong, is it strongerious?
Strong J.
Did you just walk off of the ballroom floor?
Oh, yes.
You did.
Where else would I be? Yes, of course.
You did. Well, again, everybody, thank you everyone that's tuned in with us tonight. Again, go ahead and share the video and go ahead and start your own watch parties tonight. Wow, so that song, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I don't know, I think that was my first time hearing it. That was what, The Enlightenment?
The Enlightenment, yes.
The Enlightenment, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you write that? That's like brand new.
Well, not so much brand new. It's just the first time I put it out to the world. It's a lot of things that I have written, I've held on for a while, and I just started to release what I've written over time.
Okay.
So it's new to you, but not
it's new to me, right? And new to all of our followers. But that was absolutely beautiful, though.
Thank you so much.
Wow, I felt like I was just like on an essence of, I was just floating in the air when I was, the power of the words, just.
Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So like, where does ONNA B, where do you go to when you write something like that? Because when I listen at that, it's like, you just can't, people don't just write stuff like that. I mean, that's a lot of talent and that's a gift.
Oh, thank you so much. A lot of it comes through personal experience, and some things come through the experience of others, you know, and I take that and I'm just able to write it out, you know, especially when you're trying to, some people have a very hard time expressing themselves. And that's my way of taking that pain, those things that you feel, and putting it into a vessel that's easy for other people to understand.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I hear your words, and I don't know if you saw my show, Featured Friday, Selena Albright, her song Moving On and The Enlightenment, you know, with what's going on in the world today with the pandemic, ONNA B, those words are powerful, and we definitely, we need real music, real true music. And, you know, we don't hear a lot of artists like that. What do you think about that?
No. Well, I think not that it's a lost form, but it's one that doesn't get a lot of recognition like others, you know, with rap and, you know, things like that. It's not a very popular medium. I'll say that, you know, Jill Scott, she did it. She's one of the people that crossed over and made it, you know, a huge thing. Erykah Badu. But, you know, people are in the mood to jam all the time that I don't know that. Yeah, exactly. So if you can take that and throw it into it, just like Not Your Mama's Jazz, you know, you kind of filter it in. I mean, sprinkle a little bit here and there.
We'll touch a little bit on Not Your Mama's Jazz. You know, that whole project, and we'll talk about Love Language that you're featured on with the extraordinary himself, Mr. Mike Murray. And when you all did that project, just wow, phenomenal. But I want to shift things back a little bit, you know, with the pandemic. And I don't think I asked you, but how are you navigating? How are you adjusting with the pandemic, like you and your family?
It's been a process. Early on, you know, I got very sick, and it was very difficult. It was hard, and it was at a time we really didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what to expect, so you know, anxieties were high, and you know, you didn't really know what to do, not to do. So I was down for about 6 weeks.
Wow.
But I came out of it with a lot of love and prayers from a lot of you. And, you know, we're just making the best it's right now, it's a change of life and we have to adapt.
Right.
So it's not easy, but we're resilient people, so we'll pull through.
Yeah, you're definitely pulled through. But I think also the on be with the pandemic, uh, mental health issues, and music, just music, period. It
Right.
affects the mind, the body, and the soul. And I think we need more great music, even more now today, especially
Oh,
your music. Yeah,
I agree.
because your music it speaks to I'm so sorry. Your music speaks to the mind and the soul with the spoken word. So like when you write that, and I know a lot of times it's from personal experiences or life experiences. Do you
Yeah.
think about, do you go into the space of like what's going on? If you think about a song like Marvin Gaye, like what's going on in the world today? Is that pretty much maybe how you have a
Oh,
concept?
it's exactly how I do. I mean, most writers, not just myself, even people that write music, I think you have to go into a place within yourself, and it's just so easy. You just like, well, how can I relay this so that everyone can understand my pain, my happiness, my joy? And it's once you get to writing, it just flows. It's so easy to do.
Yeah,
Um,
that's amazing.
but there's so much going on right now, and
Yeah.
like you said, Selena's song, beautiful song,
Mhm.
and it was something we all needed to hear.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
wish her the best with that project.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mhm.
So if I was to like get in the Owner B's car right now, come to your house right now, like what is Owner B listening to?
Right now, let's see what was in my car. Oh, my own song.
Hey, why not, right? You said your own song, right? You know,
But besides me, I tend to go old school.
oh,
I listen to my Jodeci,
yeah,
Boys to Men. I tend to go back to my 90s, you
yeah.
know.
It's nothing like
Yeah.
the 90s, right?
Oh no.
You can't,
It,
people, I don't get me wrong, I love the 70s, but it's something about that 90s music. It's like the feel, it's like,
oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's one of those when you see the commercials, like a lot of times when I get to work, it's like I want to walk into the building. It's like playing
Hmm.
my favorite 90s jam as I'm like
Right.
stepping off the elevator or something. It's like
As you stroll in.
as you stroll in. And it's like a lot of times when I listen to music today, I know things are so different now with music because you hear so many artists with, was it auto tune and,
Yes. Hmm.
so I mean, I know today it's just totally different. How do you feel about the music industry and the impact and the internet? I mean, do you have an opinion about it?
Well, I feel like I may not be as it's not really my style of music that's kind of out now, but I can respect it. I appreciate it because we're all entertainers in our own right. We all have our visions, and so I tend to, it's like, bravo to you. It may not be my cup of tea,
Right.
but I'll sip a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it may not be what I like. But with COVID and everything going on, I feel that a lot of people have become a lot more creative.
Yeah.
And thank God for the internet, because imagine if this happened
Right.
20 years ago.
Right.
We would be in a really bad state of hurt. So, music has gotten a lot of people through this, and it still is.
Yeah. And I think for all of us, it's even given me a creative space in mind, and also with your help, and for all of those who listen to this phenomenal opening of Jazzy After Dark, that's the owner B in
Oh,
Mike
me?
Murray in the background that did that beautiful song for me, the introduction of Jazzy After Dark. So creatively, and it's given me a time to connect more to artists,
Oh,
all,
you've been doing phenomenally with that.
yeah. And again, I can thank you a million times for all that you do behind the scenes for Jazzy
Oh,
K. Ward. But again, thank you and Mike also, so much for doing that. For again, ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned right here to Jazzy After Dark. This is, again, another special edition of Artist Talk. My special guest tonight is international sensation. She's a musician. She's a writer. She's a poet. She's an actor. She's a motivator. She's the ONNA B with the it factor. Okay. So,
thank you so much for that.
put me on the next project, okay?
Oh, of course.
Put me on the next
I'll have
project.
my people contact your people.
Okay, and also, hit the producer up. Chef D is the producer, work,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
There's power in numbers.
An honor. Thank you so much. Again, everyone, you're tuned right here to Artist Talk. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have more conversation with the ONNA B, and she's going to perform a little something for us right after this on JAZZIE After Dark. Hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? That's Mike Murray. Go to MikeMurrayMusic.com for that new song, Cruising. You know what? I'm going to put that in my car. I'm going to add it to my iPad. So when I go on my little stroll workout in the morning, I'll be cruising. So
You'll be cruising, right?
I'm going to need that help from Mike Murray. That's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful song. And you and Mike Murray worked on a project together, the One Language Project. Oh, wow. I mean, if you do not have that project, what I need you to do now is go over to theonnab.com and check out Love Language. I need you all to pick up that project. Also, MikeMurrayMusic.com. Also, you can check out both websites, okay? So we have, again, international recording artist, the ONNA B is my special guest tonight right here on Artist Talk. And you're going to perform a little something for us.
A little something, yeah.
A little something. I'm super excited. Could you tell us the name of the song and a little bit about the song and maybe, what's the meaning?
Of course. The song is entitled The World Is Yours. And I created this project as sort of a affirmation for people. There are so many people out here that are so discouraged. They beat themselves up. They have this, I can't do it. I don't compare. I'm not this. Instead of embracing your personal gifts and putting it out to the world. Not everybody's going to receive what you do, but that doesn't mean you don't do it. Because for every one person that doesn't, there may be 2 or 3 that do. So, it's just something to promote positivity within yourself.
Oh, awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the ONNA B.
I can shadow dance until the song.
You can shadow dance. So again, everyone, make sure you go ahead and start those watch parties, okay? And go over to theonnab.com.
So until then, this song will be coming out soon. It's being heard here first on JAZZIE Show. I will put it on my website, on my Facebook page as well, the date it's going to be released. It was pushed, because life happens and there's a pandemic going on. So there you go. But
yeah,
the message is timeless. Yes, the message is timeless. So I have time to wait.
We have time to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm truly honored that it's first time it's being premiered right here on Artist Talk. I'm super excited about that.
Oh, a rough draft, but it's
You
the
know.
words and the meaning. Oh, aw.
First premiered right here on Jazzy After Dark. Again, and also I want to thank everyone who has supported. Of course, as you know, October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I still got on my pink, and I want to thank Dr. K, who also came back on the show to talk about great tips she gave us about breast cancer awareness.
Amazing.
Yeah. So those who supported the mass, thank you so much for supporting the KWARD Radio Mass. And also go over to KWARDradio.com and subscribe also on the page. Okay. And again,
And I love my mask, by the way.
and thank you, Ona B, as always.
Of course, we support each other. That's what we should be doing in this world.
And that's exactly what we have to do.
Yeah, there's room at the top for us all.
Everybody.
Mhm.
So I'm ready whenever you are, Ona B.
Oh, do I start? No music? Need music?
Okay.
If the music gets hard to come up, I can give you a part of the rap if that helps.
Oh, that's fine.
So I'll just do the rap part. I don't have the music. It might be some technical difficulties, and that's fine.
That's fine.
Here we go. All right. Embrace the rhythm, the beats inside you. Let it guide you to lands uncharted. Breathe and swim through virgin waters. I implore, there's more in store for you. There's no time to give up now. Just buckle down and fix your crown. Work in silence, not making a sound, then drop the bomb nice and loud. To be the leader that moves the crowd. Don't tread lightly, your time is now. No more waiting along the wall, take your place and show them all. It's last call. Ooh, your future is limitless. Now picture this, all your dreams are now coming true. Do what you were born to do. To thine own self, do be true. Spread your wings and start to fly. Aim for the stars and own the sky. Release all fear and inhibitions. Find out all that you've been missing. This is a premiere, not an audition. Your premonitions came to fruition. All your hard work and dedication deserve a standing ovation. So keep on grinding. It's your time and there's no stopping because people are watching and it's just the beginning and you're already winning. And on your mark, get set, go. Give them one hell of a show. The ONNA B.
Whoa, that was live. That was the ONNA B, songwriter, lyricist, poet, all that jazz. You did that.
Check. I did that. Thank you.
You did that. You did that. So do we have an idea of when that's going to be released?
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks it should be released. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can follow you on theonnab.com.
Yes, and on my Facebook page at the ONNA B, no spaces, all one word together.
Okay.
ONNA B like me on Twitter.
That's right, on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this: what inspired you to do music?
Well, I can't say that I have a story like Mo's where I grew up wanting to do this because I did not.
Okay.
I love music. It runs through my veins. It really does. Played the flute for many years. And I've always just been an audiophile. I just love music. And It wasn't until I got older, because I've been writing poetry my whole life. And it wasn't, I love you too, Marie. And if I can just give a special shout out to Marie Berserio, she is amazing. She supports me all the time and I love her dearly for it. And it's people like that. You can touch one person, you've done your job. I can go to sleep and be done with it today because of that. So thank you, and everyone that supports me. I do appreciate you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, I've been doing music for so long and writing, and it just came to when I got a little bit older and going through a bout of depression, shortly after I had my first child.
Okay.
I started putting little pieces out for other people, hoping that maybe what gave me some peace would help someone else. Okay. And that's what started this whole journey.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful journey. I mean, for all of those who not be, when I hear songs like Rendezvous that you're on, and Not Your Mama's Jazz and Whispers in the Dark. And wow, I mean, just beautiful music. And are there any, like, who are some of your artists who, I know Jill Scott and others, any other artists that, you would maybe perhaps like to work with maybe one day?
Oh, you know what? I would love to work with anyone who would love to work with me. If I can be an enhancement to someone else's work, that's me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very open, and because music is love, and love is music. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a rock head.
you're right.
Every genre of music, I just love music in general.
Yeah. And while we were talking about music and love, I want to share just a little snippet of Not Your Mama's Jazz.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that song.
I love this.
What you got for me? Content, I ascend to height that reached, absorbing that energy. Through you tickle me, exposing my deep fantasy. So you take me on a trip, orgasm, while each beat runs concurrently, extensively throughout my soul. It's so unique, it feels good to me. Entranced, the dance, the rouse, my soul. Baby, you're phenomenal, this sensation. I wanna know how deep this rabbit hole can go. My senses are heightened by melodic tone, a funky vibe, your cute saxophone. You're speaking music through the color note. Baby, you're bad, you're hella dope. Elevate sensations throughout my body. Baby, it's that time to party. Paying attention to your ascension. Making waves so unconventional. This ain't your mom's jazz. Besides the beat with a hella swag. The rhythm hits me like a ton of bricks. That cool electro fusion itch. I'm awake the neighbors, disturb the people, turn up the volume obnoxiously. It's guaranteed you bring the heat, blurring genre lines, yo hit repeat. Take me to a place melodically, right there is where I wanna be. Come on, Mike Murray, where you at? Bring the funky keys back.
Oh, I
Whoa.
was jamming. I was having a good time.
I was having a good time. You know what? I literally play that song every day.
Bless your heart. Hold on, where's my pocketbook
I,
again?
right. I literally play that song. Well, to be honest, I play the CD.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
So it's one I play, on my iPod that I have, when I'm walking in the morning. Then I have one a CD that's in the player in the house. And so with the pandemic and everybody's home,
Mhm.
this is such a time, it's been maybe a curse and a blessing at the same time for some of us, because it has, allowed me to open my ears and eyes to more great music and like indie artists like yourself that you don't typically hear like on mainstream radio. Has it been a challenge for you to maybe get your music on the mainstream radio?
Well, to be honest, for me, I'm just starting, so I really don't have much to add to that conversation. But I know other indie artists that, yeah, it can be a process, and it's an expensive one at that.
Right.
And so for music show hosts like yourself and some other people I know, you are blessings to a lot of people who otherwise would never know who the Owna B was.
Right.
So for that, I appreciate you so much, bestie.
You're so well. They need to know the Owna B. Trust me. You need
bless
to know this amazing, beautiful woman by the name
Oh,
of
stop.
the
Keep going.
Owna B. And of course, for those who, when they say, well, the Owna B, could you explain real quick, like, what is the meaning of the Owna B?
Okay, it is a shortened version of the Owna B Geisha, who is a Japanese samurai female. So I just embody that strength and that posture that the samurai have. I love it. I love it so much. So I wanted to incorporate that into my persona.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, Thomas Moore. That is my jam too. We're going to do a remix with my rap on it.
Yeah, I love I Got Your Six.
Thank you.
Love that. And what is the other song? Warm Like You?
Warm Like, oh, that's Mr. Murray's poetic debut.
Poetic debut. I mean, beautiful music. And I know, he has a new project and you all collaborate and work together. Any other future projects between you and Mike Murray?
Keep your eyes open because you might get a little dance track from the dynamic duo coming soon.
That would be amazing. That would be awesome. I'm definitely going to be looking out for that.
Thank you.
Going to be looking out for that. So, Onna B, any advice you can give, because there's someone that's going to see this particular show, watch it, and and there's somebody sitting here like right now. It's like they're writing in a journal, writing a book, writing a song. It's like, you know what? I really like what she is doing, and I don't know how to get started. Any advice that you can?
Oh, of course. First and foremost, don't give up. Don't listen to people that say you can't. Don't put yourself in the feeling in this space where you feel that you don't stand up to par. Don't compare yourself to other people. There's only one you. I really push this so much. Be uniquely you, because there's no one else in the world like you. So whatever you have to offer is significant. Don't give up. Keep on going. For every closed door, it's just not the right door for you. Keep on knocking because one will open. And if it doesn't, you knock it down. That's all I got to say. Keep on going. Never give up.
Yeah. My aunt would always say, you have to keep pressing on.
You keep pressing on.
Yeah.
And know that in your heart, you're good enough because you are speaking to you and you listen to you. So the more negative it's too hard. The more you feed yourself with that information, you're bringing yourself down. So embrace, I can and I will. And you will.
That's right. And, I think that's right. Speaking positive, light over you every day, being around positive people every day.
Correct.
You have to get rid of the negativity.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's okay if your circle is small.
That's right.
It's okay. You don't need a whole lot of people to build you up. If you have one good person, that's all you'll ever need. So if you have a little bit more than that, that's icing on the top of the cake.
Oh, wow. What's some great advice? Again, what's next for Onna B? What's next?
Well, I do have a couple of, this is going to be a single. It's going to be a short EP, with just some things that I had been working on that I really want to get out and share. So musically, there will be that. And I don't know. We'll see what happens to float into my head that comes up tomorrow, and we'll take it from there.
Well, I definitely want you on my JAZZIE's Christmas that's coming up.
With my Santa hat?
Yeah.
Of course I'll be there. Of course.
Your Santa hat, and maybe the Onna B can throw us out some nice little Christmas rhymes, and we just have one old jazzy holiday, right?
Oh, of course. Of course. I'll bring the candy canes and the hot cocoa.
That sounds even more beautiful, the Onna B. Thank you so much for not only being a friend, but being such a beacon, a light of hope.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's your energy. That's what you give out, and that's what we love about the Onna B. So make sure everyone you go over to theonnab.com also and check out her website. Also get the project Love Language as well.
Oh, please. It's a very, I was able to work, I didn't get to say, but with Mike Murray, my love, he's such a sweetheart and he is so very talented. And I thank him for allowing me to be featured on his project. It was so much fun and I learned so much along the way. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful project. And I just saw, Onna B, I just saw a question and it says, ask the owner, Nicole, about shenanigans, morning shenanigans.
My morning shenanigans, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should make that into like little little show, a snippet, or something. It's almost like a show.
Oh, I have my little morning. Let's get going. Let's get popping. Especially in times like this. There's sometimes I may not come on because we have to drive safe.
Right.
But I am not. I know people may associate me with positivity all the time, and I'm just like any human being. I have my bad days. I have my sad days, but you can pick yourself up. Your mind has so much power. You have no idea how much your mind has control over you. So when you can inject that positivity into yourself, it'll bring you out of a mood quicker than you know. And for me to do that show, it was my way of getting other people hyped for the day. Let's get it going. Let's go.
Right.
And so I enjoy doing it.
Oh wow. Well, I definitely, I'll be on the morning like this. Like, where's the morning shenanigans at? I haven't seen it posted. So, myself and Chef D, we're like, where's the morning shenanigans?
You'll see it tomorrow. I'll be there.
Oh, we'll see it tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, again, DONB, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, would you please come back one day?
Anytime you ask, I'm here.
Yeah, and hey, and come back, and tell us again about when the song. We can do a world premiere of listening to the song.
That'd be a blessing, and we can have music to it.
Yeah. Hey, you put the music to it. I can tell you that.
Yes, thank you.
Again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My special guest tonight was international recording artist, writer, poet, motivator, musician. The Owner B was our special guest tonight right here on Jazzy After Dark Artist Talk. Don't forget to join me. Also coming up is Feature Friday. Got another special guest that's also coming up. And also next Monday, my special guest is international recording star Cleveland P.J. Jones. I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your support of the show, all of those who supported me. You can still get your KWARD radio mass, okay? All you have to do is message me. Go over to KWARDradio.com. Don't forget to subscribe. I need the email address so you can get all the new jazzy things that's coming up, and you don't want to miss them, okay? Again, we stream tonight live right here on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Twitch, and KWARD Radio. Another great show, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I look forward and seeing you on next time. Remember, take care of yourself and be kind to each other. Good night.
Hey guys, this is Jazzie K. Ward. And if you don't, you need to get your KWARD radio mask. And if you don't have one, shame on you. Well, you can still get them. They're only $15, $5 for shipping. I have a special mask, black and the pink, as you can see here. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Those are $20. $5 for shipping, and a proceed of your support goes to breast cancer awareness. Hey, this is Jazzie K. Ward, and thank you so much for your support. See you soon.
A live one-on-one conversation, 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors, to motivators, chefs, and even rappers, to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K. Ward coming at ya.